What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a first look at the Kvegas Total Orange. This is the S2 batch of the shoe. Before we get into these, I want to remind you that this video and all the other content on my channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only. If you're new to the channel, guys, go ahead and like and subscribe for me. It's very helpful. I so appreciate it. You can also then be sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at kvegaskickz. And guys, we're going to jump right in these Kvegas. So this one's scheduled to come out later this year. I want to say July, but man, such an eye-catching pair. Really going to turn heads with this one. Again, this is the S2 batch of the shoe. Let me show you where I picked this one up, guys. One Instagram seller, one of my favorites. Have all this in the description for you as well. Be sure to mention Kvegas, and I know they'll get you taken care of. We're going to jump right in. So on this one, guys, you got that Kvegas outsole. It is in that translucent look. Everything looks to be on point. You got almost like a burnt orange shizuku with that real carbon fiber. I will say that these, number one, had really sticky traction right out of the box, and they do squeak on court for those of you that want to know that. So there's that. Definitely want to let you know. But yeah, everything really good. That midsole is almost a matted out finish, not quite, maybe a little bit of gloss finish to it. And of course you got the total orange and then like a lighter, almost like a peach. Back here where the Nike Zoom is, you can see the Kobe code right there. And then the phenomenon also, of course, at your toe box area. Going around to the medial side, not really seeing a lot of glue residue. Overall, they did a pretty good job. Maybe some here at the heel counter area, but as far as outsole to midsole and midsole to the upper, all in all looks pretty good craftsmanship wise. So they did a good job with that. Yeah, all good. Now, fit and comfort of these shoes, this is an S2 batch, and I've never had an issue with the S2 not fitting properly. Really, the only the Kvegas batch that I can think of off the top of my head that doesn't fit me correctly is the KB. The GX is slightly snug, but the S2 fits true to size, so no problem with that. So if you know your Kobe size, go with that. They do come with the correct cushioning setup, so you're going to get that Zoom turbo unit in the forefoot, and then nothing but in the heel but this Cushlon, which is good for impact protection, so no issues there. They also, of course, do come with the correct mold to your foot insole. Now the upper of the shoe, of course, you have that micro mesh upper with the polyurethane scales that have like a pearlescent finish to it. Looks very nice. Also has the gradient effect to it. You got like the bright total orange and almost like a burnt orange going up the middle up to your tongue. I will say the S2 batch, at least the pair I got, has a pretty high scale lining. I mean, there's no denying that. However, I will also say it's showing up worse on camera than it does on person, especially when you look at it from this angle. Something about the color, I guess, it just kind of blends in maybe. So it's not bad, you know. It definitely could be lower, but is what it is. You do get the correct Kobe laces, and then of course you can see your torch tongue system there. Upper of the tongue, you got some memory foam in here with some really nice metallic silver shizuku pressed in nicely to the tongue, not just stuck on. You can see that is really well pressed in, and the shape of the tongue, S2 did a pretty good job there. They don't normally get quite that tight of a spiral. I'm actually very impressed with that for S2. Same thing with the shape here, pretty sleek. And then of course you can see the orange hits on the sock liner and the insole. Now the swoosh is in a metallic finish. It is a more straight line, doesn't really have the overspray effect like it ought to. And as per usual with an S2, the swoosh is a little bit too small. If you come from this second lace notch down to this little bump right here, this little curve, and come straight across, it should come closer to my finger. So that is one thing, that's just how the S2 is. But overall looks good on foot. You have this synthetic leather back here at the heel or underneath the heel counter. No issues there. And the heel counter is kind of a translucent look, so you can see that orange through it. And then of course you got your Kobe signature in that nice metallic silver. I have obviously had these on foot, so if you see the leather wrinkling up, that's why. It wouldn't have been like that out of the box. Padding at your Achilles is nice. Did not feel any heel slippage or anything when I had these on. Just got in one really quick run in these before I made the video, but I mean, it felt like any other Kvegas. I didn't really have any issues. You know, if you know how a Kvegas plays, yeah, that's how this is gonna be. Again, you got your metallic silver swoosh here. Again, scale lining could definitely be a little bit lower, but it's all good. Let's take a look at the left one. See how it looks. Again, it does have the higher scale lining, but something about when you look at it from this angle, it's just not, I don't know, just kind of almost like it just blends in. Check them out from the rear, and I think everything height-wise looks good. Both your padding, the heel counters, everything's parallel. Yeah, no issues with that. There's another shot of your signature and your Nike Zoom. Again, midsole's creased up because, like I said, I've already had these on foot. Like to do that just so I can tell you guys how they fit and feel. It'd be nice to just, do a video right out of the box so they look nice and pretty, but then I can't tell you how they fit and feel on court. So when you see those wrinkled up, that's why. Upper, all the materials feel as expected for a Kvegas, nothing out of the ordinary. Another shot of your Shizuku, again, that nice metallic silver finish. I think they got everything spaced out nicely there. And again, very impressed with the shape of that tongue, especially for an S. I mean, that one, that is pretty stinking good. And again, this is not the laces or the ankle collar holding that in place. That's just how they did a good job on that. Kudos to S2. All right, let's take a look at the strobe on this one, guys. So you got the gray strobe stitching all nice and neat. I think you can kind of see the outline of where that Zoom turbo unit starts. So that's all good. And then here is your size tag. Inside these just came with some regular tissue paper, pretty standard for Kvegas. And then you do get, of course, the correct mold to your foot insole, just the orange with the metallic silver Shizuku. It is, of course, for men's 13, the correct size. So nothing unexpected there. Really like these, especially in person. I can tell you right now, the camera is not doing justice for how good these look in person. They pop like crazy. Let's set them aside and take a look at the box. This was one I was kind of surprised about. This is the second gen Kobe Pro Trip box. So it's the black box with the scale pattern. I thought we'd get the new black with the gold, and that's probably correct, but this is what you're going to get for the S2 right now. They may update it, I don't know. This is the first run of them, so whatever. Not that it's critical, because who wears the box, but I do like to point that out. Anyway, you got your scale pattern, signature with Shizuku on the top of the lid. Of course, you're going to get a swoosh there, branding on the bottom, another swoosh, you know the drill, and your box label is Kvegas Pro Tro Total Orange and Metallic Silver. Men's 13, again, they do fit true to size, no issues with that with the S2 batch. Inside, just some tissue paper. That's one of the tissue papers from actually inside the shoe, but just your standard white tissue paper. Even though I don't think it's the right box, it was protected pretty well in shipping. Always appreciate that, so that's good. And the shoes, they look pretty good, other than the scale lining, and then of course the swoosh, which that's to be expected with the S2. These things pop, man, and again, they felt really good on foot, so yeah, it's a win for me. Anyway, guys, that's my unboxing review of this Kvegas Total Orange in the S2 batch. I hope you enjoyed the review and that it was helpful for you. Let me know what you think about this pair in the comments. Be sure to follow me on my other socials. Be on the lookout, guys. We got a lot more reviews coming your way.